Perfect timing. All right, so this is gonna be our, sit right there. Okay, no, stand like this. This is gonna be our mobility class. All right, so all of you who have been sitting on their asses, doing nothing for the last 5 days, we are gonna do a mobility class for the next 45 minutes. So we're going to time that, because I generally like to go over. Starting now. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, I'm assuming everybody's hips and low backs are fairly sore. So we're going to start with some hip cars. So the first thing we're going to do is we can hold on to anything that's like solid, your wall. You can have a broomstick, whatever you need to do. You're going to bring your knee up, all the way up, as high up as possible. Good. Our whole goal here is making sure that we don't move our hips around. Now we're gonna go open. Good, you're gonna hold that position. And then what we're going to do is we're going to internally rotate. Excellent. And then we're going to fully extend all the way back, making sure that our low back doesn't go into extension. Good. Now we're going to go back into extension. Now we're going to go into full abduction. Then we're going to internally rotate, and then we're gonna go back into flexion and then down. So let's do this all together. We're gonna do 3 or 4 sets of this. So let's go up, good, open, good, internally rotate, good, externally rotate, good, and come back down. Go back into extension, open, good, open, back to front, and down. That's 2. We're gonna go to 4. So let's go to 3, up, open, internal, external rotation, and then extension. Again, extension, open, yes, good, and back down. One more time, up, over, internal rotation, extension, good, down, back, up, open, and get back to midline. Okay, let's flip it over. We don't want to walk in circles, so we're gonna do it on the left leg. We're gonna go up into flexion, abduction, internal rotation, extension, back down, extension, up, and then back to midline. Just like that. That's 1. Up, open, internal rotation, extension, and down. Extension, up, over, and 2. Open, up, internal rotation, good, and down. Extension, up, and bring it back to midline. That's 1 more time, up, yep, good, excellent, good, and extension, making sure you don't use your low back, good, excellent, and down. So we're just finished cars. Let's get into our knees. We're gonna sit down. No, we're gonna get into knee cars. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit down exactly like this. Good, you're going to, yep, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to externally rotate our tibia like so. We're going to go to full extension like this. We're gonna go to internal rotation and then come back down like this. So come back up in internal rotation, external rotation, and back down. Now, one thing to actually talk about here is when Kayla is doing this, we are turning on every single muscle in our body because we're just trying to isolate the tibia over the knee. So we're gonna do that one more time. We're going to go to external rotation. So your toe is gonna go on the outside of the midline. You're gonna go to full extension like this. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna internally rotate, so toe into midline and come all the way down, and then come all the way up this way, turn down, and down. Again, up, internally rotate, down, up, externally rotate, down. We're gonna continue 2 more times. Internally rotate, down, externally rotate, down. 1 more time. Good. Excellent. Okay, now we're gonna do it on the other side. That was forward. Let's just turn around this way so that everybody can see. Good. Excellent. So, externally rotate like this, up, internally rotate, down. Internally rotate, up, externally rotate, down. Continue, good, good, up, down, up, down, good. 2 more times, good. Excellent. 1 more time. Good, and relax. Now, we're gonna do cars of our ankles, so let's face that way. So cars of our ankles, basically what we're trying to do is trying to get into full rotation of the ankle. So think of your big toe as a pencil, and what we're going to do is we're gonna try to draw the biggest pencil or biggest circle around with our pencil, okay? Go ahead. Toe, and go all the way over, down, all the way up. Good. 1. All the way down. So that's 1. When you do 1 full circle all the way around one way and 1 full circle all the way down the other way. Good. Good. 2. Three. 4, good.
Switch.
And switch. 1. 1. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. Excellent. All right. So that was cars of our hips, knees, and ankles. Now what we're going to do is get in some cat camels for our lumbar spine, because again, all of you guys have been sitting on your asses watching Netflix, although Narcos has been amazing. What we want to do is, look, everything in your spine, basically from your butt to your neck, it should move independently of each other. We break it down into 3 spots: our lumbar spine, our thoracic spine, and our cervical spine. When we're moving our lumbar spine, we don't want our thoracic spine to move. And when we're moving our thoracic spine, we don't want our lumbar spine to move, or our cervical spine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do basically hills and valleys into the lumbar spine. We use the basically broad line to delineate where the thoracic spine ends and where the lumbar spine begins, and the basically belt line where the lumbar spine ends. So what we want to do is create a hill into our lumbar spine, and what you're going to do is you're just going to tuck your butt in. You're going to bring this lumbar spine all the way up, and you're going to try to keep your thoracic spine flat. Now we're going to bring it all the way down into a valley, like so. Good. And then bring it back up and down. We're going to do this several times. So let's do this 10 times. 1, all the way down, 1, all the way up, 2, all the way down, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Good. Now what I want you to do is lay down on your back. We're gonna do kind of the same situation here. What you wanna be doing is moving your spine into, again, that valley and into that hill. And what we're going to use is we're gonna use the floor to understand what that hill feels like. So if I were to put your hand, or you can put your hand under your low back here, what you're gonna do, we're gonna do 10 again. You're gonna keep your feet at shoulder width and also at 90 degrees. You're going to push into your hands and then come off of your hands. So let's push into your hand. We're gonna do 10, hold that position for 2 seconds, 1, 2, and then extend away, that's 2. Down and up, 3. Down and up, 4. Down and up, 5. Down and up, 6. Down and up, 7. Down and up, 8. Down and up, 9. Down and up, 10. Good. Let's go over onto our, we're gonna do that all over again. Hill and valleys. Again, keeping this very sturdy, We're just moving this. Come back up, down and up, 1, 2, down and up, 3, down and up, 4, down and up, 5, down and up, 6, down and up, 7, down and up, 8, down and up, 9, down and up, 10, okay? On your backside, we're gonna do it again. Good. And we're gonna push down into our hands, down and up, 1. Push into your hands, down and up, 2. Down and up, 3. Down and up, 4. Down and up, 5. Down and up, 6. Down and up, 7. Down and up, 8. Down and up, 9. Down and up, 10, and relax. All right, so now we've moved our lumbar spine, our hips, our knees, and our ankles. Now we're gonna start into smashing. So the first thing we're going to smash, stand up, or actually you can still kneel, just face this way a little bit. Turn this way, all the way. What we're going to do is we're going to smash into our lumbar spine erectors. And our erectors are our muscles that go from basically our rib cage all the way down to our sacrum here. And they're about 1 thumb breadth away off of our spine. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a lacrosse ball and we're going to start smashing into each one of our lower back trigger points. So the first place we're going to start into is right off of our spine, lower, closer to our sacrum, right about here. And we're going to go up 1 more, and we're going to hit these 4 spots like this. Now, every time we do this, we have a rule when we smash. Our rule is we want to be creating as much tension as possible and also creating as much time. And the time is 2 minutes. So let's get into our low back. Here's the ball. Good. Okay, we're gonna lay down on the ball. You're gonna be 1 thumb breadth off of your spine. The leg that the side where the ball is the leg that's going to move. The other leg, which is the contralateral leg, is gonna stay on the floor. We're going to bring our knee up towards our chest and we're going to go into full flexion. Kayla's gonna hold it there for a second and we're going to fully extend. So we're gonna do this for 2 minutes. Go. You can follow along with Kayla. Good. Excellent. As you can see, nothing else in her body is moving. We are just moving the hip knee to flexion. Keep on going. I'm on episode 9 of Narcos. It's so good. Everybody feels for the DE agents. I feel for Felix.
I need to watch Narcos. I'm busy playing Xbox golf. Winning.
Winning at Xbox Golf?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you definitely don't win at Top Golf. keep on going. Also, many of you don't know this, but Dr. Keck makes some pretty amazing protein balls.
Protein balls are going to be in full force today when I get home.
I gave her my Honeybeard protein, no additives. And I'll be expecting some pretty good fucking protein balls.
Maybe I shouldn't make them today or they'll be gone by Monday.
Yeah.
Make them on Sunday.
I know. People also don't understand how long 2 minutes is.
Still going.
Still going. You got about 30 seconds. This is great TV here.
Yeah, you can watch TV while you're doing it.
Yeah. Well, if they're watching TV, how are they watching this at the same time?
You can take it into your routine and do it. You can watch this thing on Netflix.
Can you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can watch
One on
this and
the
Netflix at the same time.
one on the TV.
Okay, let's switch. We're gonna go to the other side. Good. We're gonna use the left side, our big foot. Yep, and also people can't appreciate this on the video, but Dr. Keck has extremely large feet. It's amazing.
They're not large, they're just flat.
She honestly is an amazing swimmer. Have you ever seen a platypus?
It's like the tail.
It's like the tail of the platypus. It's like 2 huge ass flippers.
They are flippers.
I know your back has been killing you.
It has, this is good.
Keep on going. What else is going on? When this whole COVID thing goes away, we are opening our 3rd location at West Lovers in Inwood. So some of you might actually be in that area of Lovers in Inwood. You should come and visit us at the Sports Pod. What else is going on in the world? I don't want to talk about the COVID, so let's just see, let's think. Oh, do you know the difference between a frog and a toad?
Yeah. A toad is not slimy.
Yes, a toad has less moisture on its skin and a frog has to have more moisture. I had no idea. David Attenborough, I'm telling you guys.
We could talk about Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, with Tom Brady going to the Bucks, that's pretty fucking crazy. I agree, it's pretty crazy. We got 30 more seconds. Todd Gurley going to the Falcons. That's pretty crazy. I can't wait till sports comes back on. I need all of the sports. Honestly, I'm Canadian, so I'd watch curling right now. I would die for some curling.
I'd watch curling. I'd watch anything but the news right now.
Okay, and done. So the next thing we're going to work into is our glutes. So come back up. So our glutes, turn around so we can get a good shot of your glutes, Dr. Keck. Our glutes are everything on this side and this side. And again, if we've been sitting on our ass for the last 4 days, they're gonna be a little bit sore. Then we're gonna try to find a trigger point. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to put the ball right into this position. So Dr. Keck is gonna get into a figure 4 position for me. Yeah, we're gonna start on the right side. Yep. Actually, we're gonna just do more like this. Up, like this, figure 4 like this. Good. You're gonna find that spot and we're gonna do 2 minutes. Go ahead. What else is going on in the world of, Dr. Hogan cut his hair if you haven't seen Dr. Hogan in a long time. I would say he looks better with the short hair. I did like his long hair though, but it was it was getting greasy.
He just didn't know the right dry shampoo.
Yeah, he didn't know the whole dry shampoo situation. What other news do we have?
Dr. Jake's ran a half marathon.
Oh yeah, okay, yes, here's a story. Dr. Jake's, Dr. Hogan, we are all running, first we gotta go all the way back. First of all, keep on going. I know, keep on going. She's suffering a little bit, but she's just acting. This is all acting. We all had signed up for the, hey, Cowtown Marathon. Keep on going. This is all on video. You still got 15 more seconds. So we all signed up for the Cowtown Marathon. Dr. Jakes, Dr. Keck, Dr. Hogan, and myself. And we're all gonna run 7 miles each leg. Okay, other side. Switch. We're gonna do the right side, so that was the left side. We're gonna do the right side here. Good. Excellent. And so we all signed up for the Cowtown Marathon. Dr. Keck was gonna do the first leg, I was gonna do the second leg, Dr. Hogan was gonna do the third leg, and then Dr. Jakes was gonna bring it home. However, the night before, Dr. Hogan pulled his frickin' hamstring. And it was so funny. The text message that we got from him that night was like, hey guys, no big deal. I just slightly tweaked my hamstring. No big deal. I should be ready to go by tomorrow morning. Well, 6 a.m. rolls around in Fort Worth, and let me tell you, Dr. Hogan was not looking good. He was limping around. His hamstring was really pulled. I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just treat it. Now, when we treat hamstrings and pulls and tears, you know, there's a 50-50 chance that it's gonna make it worse or it's gonna make it better, right? What we're always looking for when we're treating somebody is any change in pain. That's a good thing. Change in character in pain. You still got 30 seconds. Keep on going. And so when I got into it with Dr. Hogan, it was not good. He got bruised up real quick, and it made his hamstring real angry. So that meant that Dr. Jakes had to do both legs of the fucking marathon. And let me give you some backstory on Dr. Jakes. Dr. Jakes is a coach at CrossFit Luna. And relax. Okay, the last place that we're going to go into, because everybody is always tight in this position, is our quads. So our quads are going to be on our, basically the attachment is our hip pointer all the way to our knee. So we're going to do our right leg first. And what we always want to make sure we're doing is we're keeping our hips extended and our knees flexed. So let's get on the floor. Good. And we're going to get into this position. Good. And now we're going to smash into this position for at least 2 minutes. Go ahead. So Dr. Jakes is a CrossFit coach at CrossFit Luna, and he had been rowing about a marathon a week. So basically 26.2 miles a week. But he had literally not run the entire time we were training. Oh yeah, he ran once for 800 meters, and this guy was about to do 13.1 miles. And so we had been tracking him at the Fort Worth Marathon. You can track who's going and how far they've been going. And honestly, Dr. Jakes was killing it. For the first like 8 miles, he was like, what was it, like an 8:30 mile? Like he was killing it. Like Dr. Keck was at, what were you at? You were at a 10:15 mile and I was at a 9:30 mile. And Dr. Jakes, we were like in 80th out of 100. And when Dr. Jakes took over, we ended up being like 40th out of 100. And then all of a sudden, he slowed the fuck down at like mile 10. And we're like, what the heck is going on? Like we're all waiting for him at the finish line, like thinking like, he's only gonna be like another like 10 minutes. Well, 20 minutes later, we see him coming around the corner and he is limping hard. The struggle is real. And what we end up finding out is that he ended up cramping really hard at mile 10, and he basically limped, walked his way past the finish line. But yeah, he limp walked for at a 10 and a half minute mile, or a 10 minute and 10:55 mile. That's amazing. Dr. Jakes has pure athletic genes. Okay, on the other side. Turn over this way so that the people can see.
You can take a break though, because that's basically a plank too.
Yeah, that's true. It is basically a plank. However, you might as well get two things done at once. I mean, y'all have nothing better to do. Good. Yep. I sometimes just like to get into pure flexion and allow it to just get hammered in like this.
I don't like that.
Dr. Keck is just being a bee. You can't work out all this last like 5 days like as hard as you have and not do these things. Keep on going. Yep. So the moral of the story of the Fort Worth Marathon was Dr. Jakes is a ridiculous athlete.
And then he was talking about the, Mickey Mantle?
Yeah, he's got the Mickey Mantle gene.
But I thought that they were saying Mickey Mantle G, as in his last name is Mantle G.
Oh man, Dr. Keck, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with you. So the Fort Worth Marathon was a lot of fun. I hate, one of the things people ask, like, why are you doing this marathon? And I always replied, well, I fucking hate running. I really do hate running. But honestly, training for it was great. It was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun to do it with the team. I had a good time. The marathon was great. That's probably the last time we'll ever see a big crowd like that again. Those were the days. It was extremely busy because what they had done was they had canceled the Tokyo Marathon, which was, yeah, this was pre-COVID. Those were the days. Remember pre-COVID? We were only gonna talk about COVID. Anyways, so it was a lot of fun. Do we have any other updates in our lives? Dr. Keck and I might be playing Catan tonight. If you've never played Catan, it's like the greatest game on earth. And you're done. Okay, so now that we're finished, so we've finished moving our lumbar spine, moving our hips, moving our ankles and knees. We smashed into our low back and our hips. Now we're gonna get into actual lengthening of our hips. So we're gonna get into what we call a 90-90 or a pinwheel. We're gonna start with our right leg first. Yeah, you're gonna face towards me. Good. So 90-90, what we're going to do is make sure that your hip pointer straight forward is where your knee's going to be, and from your knee straight is where your heel's gonna be. On the back end side, you're going to make sure that your hip bone here is gonna go straight like this, and then your knee, again, straight like that. Now, one of the things that we do in this 90-90 position is we never get into lumbar flexion, because that means that we're not getting into the hips, so we're gonna keep our body straight, and we're going to move forward, like so, chest up, good. Now you're gonna find that you might lumbar spine flex. That's an energy break. So we wanna keep this as extended as possible. And what you wanna do is, in this position, now that you're at end range of position, you're going to push your knee into the ground. What we're trying to do is, we're trying to make sure that, pretend that there's a spider down here and you're pushing and squishing that spider. So I shouldn't be able to move this off of the ground. You're gonna hold that as hard as you can for 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and relax. You're gonna let it off, and then you're going to passively get into a deeper stretch, okay? And we're going to, again, push and go. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and relax. You're gonna go deeper. Good. And 3, 2, 1, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay?
City.
Woo, you might cramp. This is normal. It just means that your hip is janky. Go down further. One more time. You're gonna go right down as far as you can go now. And go, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's do it on the other side.
If you can't get into this position, you can sit on one of these bad boys.
Right, so if you couldn't hear that, Dr. Keck said if you couldn't get into that position, you can sit on a yoga block. But Dr. Keck can do it. So we're gonna get into that position again. She's gonna go into deep flexion. You notice that in her lumbar spine, there's no flexion. We're just gonna keep on going forward. Good. And push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And relax, go deeper, and push. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And relax. Dr. Keck is having a cramp right now, so we're gonna give her a second. I think we should send this video to your dad. Your dad needs to do this.
Yeah, Dad. Do the Schwinn and then.
Go again. Now we're gonna go deeper into it. Deeper, 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 deeper. Chest up, chest up. Good. And push. Push. Come on. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, off. Okay, let's go deep, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and up. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. So let's finish this off with a really nice couch stretch. So let's get our right foot forward. So when people get into couch stretch, they often do this fucking wrong because they'll allow their hips to like get all the way open. And then basically you're doing a straddle. You're not doing anything for your fucking hip flexor. So what you're gonna do is you're making sure that your hips are square. When I say hips are square, if there's a wall in front of you, your hips should be parallel to the wall.
Say the belly button analogy.
Say, what? The belly button analogy. Your flashlight, your belly button should have a flashlight, or your flashlight should have a belly button. I don't know which one. Anyways, your belly button is like a flashlight. It should be always pointed towards the wall, all right? Now, the one thing also that happens a lot is that people get into couch stretch and all they're really doing is just fucking stretching out their low back, like they're just doing this weird, like, this position. I don't even know. This reminds me of like that SNL skit with like Molly Shannon, like, superstar. Yeah, superstar. No, we're not doing that. What you wanna do is contract your abs, right? And tuck your hips under your body, like so. And we're moving the hips as a whole forward. So we're gonna move the hips forward like this. If you're doing this correctly, you should feel a lot of stretch into your psoas and also your rec fem. Now, if you are you're most likely in your living room, so you could always put your foot up on a couch like this. This is why we call it couch stretch, and this gives it an extra love to that quad. So we're going to hold this position for about 2 minutes. Keep on going. And I'm just gonna help Dr. Keck be in this position. Good. Do you think I should tell them the story of when I met Drake? I met Drake, guys.
No, you should tell Brad Pitt.
Should I tell them the Brad Pitt story?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Then you can tell Drake.
I can tell. The Brad Pitt, you like the Brad Pitt story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way more memorable.
So back in the day, as many of you know, that I'm from Toronto, and in Toronto we have this wonderful festival called the Toronto Film Festival. It's actually like one of the biggest film festivals outside of Cannes and Sundance. And this was like a long time ago. It's in chiropractic school, so this must have been like 2006, 2005. Old. This is when Brad Pitt was dating Angelina Jolie. This was before Jennifer Aniston, right?
No,
Did
Jennifer
they?
Aniston was before Angelina Jolie.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston was before Angelina Jolie? Okay. Anyways, me and my best friend Josh, we got invited to this bar out on Bloor Street and Queen. No, Bloor and Yonge. Okay. On the other side. 2 minutes. Like this, up. Yep. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstring, squeeze your abs, move your hips forward. Good. And we get there, right? And honestly, this was crazy. Like, there was a red rope around there was a red carpet in front of the stupid club. We've been to this club before, and it was like a piece of shit club. Like, now it's all of a sudden like this crazy club with like journalists and photographers there, and they're taking our pictures, and we're like, what the fuck is going on here? Your butt is twitching. So we get there around like 11 o'clock, and the club is kind of like popping. There's not a lot of people in there. It's enough to like make it there's a good size of people, but it's not like packed in there. Every table had like Dom Perignon at each table. It was like insane. And we were like, what is going on? And both Josh and I are chiropractic students at the time, so we're just like, I don't know if this is free, but we're gonna continue to drink it until somebody says something to us. You have 30 more seconds, guys. And then we're gonna go back to the other leg. And so Josh and I are there, we're drinking. We obviously don't belong at this club. And in the back of this room, there is like a curtain, like a fucking red curtain. It's like really thick, and there's a red rope around it. And like, obviously there's a bartender or a waitress going in and out, but no one can see what's actually going on. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, switch sides. Good, like this, good. Squeeze your butt, good. Squeeze your abs, and go forward. So now we're standing there, and me and Josh are drinking, and we're doing what we're doing, and I see the curtain open just a slice, and I look in, and I saw in that frickin' room was Brad Pitt, Danny Glover, Angelina Jolie, and Charlize Theron. What a fucking weird group of people to be in there. And I'm like, that must be like the VIP room. Like, it was already VIP in that club, and that was like the VIP room in there. So I'm like, Josh, I swear to God, I just saw Brad Pitt. And he's like, go fuck yourself. There's no way that that's Brad Pitt in there. Like, dude, like, there would be way more pandemonium here. I'm like, dude, it was Brad Pitt. And so I'm like, I'm gonna sit right here, and I'm gonna wait for him to fucking come out. Sure enough, 30 minutes later, the curtains open, Brad Pitt comes out and he goes to the bar. I shit you not, I'm like standing maybe like 6 people away from him, right? Or at least in the COVID days, 6 feet apart. You got 30 more seconds. And I'm fucking staring at him from behind. He's talking to the bartender. He's doing something. I don't know what they look like they're having a jovial conversation. Then he turns around counterclockwise, because I remember this, and I'm staring at him, and we make eye contact. And I get nervous, right? And I'm like, what do I say? What do I do? Because we had like a direct line of each other. And switch. Like this. Make sure your abs are tight, glutes, and move it forward. Good. So I freeze and I make eye contact with him. He makes eye contact with me. We have a moment, and then I shoot him the gun and I winked at him. And what do you know? Brad Pitt. He shot me the wink and the gun back. And I was like, Josh, did you just see that? Brad Pitt just winked and gunned at me. And then he went back into the curtain. That's my Brad Pitt story. Like this. I'm almost positive that if I saw Brad Pitt today, he would totally know who I was. Like, yeah, we've been searching for each other. Like, he's been busy with stuff. I've been busy with stuff.
But they still remember.
But we still had that time in Toronto in 06. I don't even remember what club it was. Squeeze, push forward, keep on going. Push, 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 push. Got 1 minute. Yeah, those were the good days. Maybe in my next video, if this, we might actually do this as like a ongoing thing, but we will talk about how I met Drake 3 times. Guys, I met Drake 3 times. Actually, because this video is also going to be shared at Evolve, which is one of our favorite partners and one of our favorite studio gyms in Dallas. If you listen to their podcast, Matty Fit podcast, they have the full Drake story on that podcast because I was on there. Now there's a lot of swearing in it. I think there was like a kajillion fucks in it. 5, 4, yeah, I'm very conservative. I don't like to curse. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, that was actually 45 minutes, which is crazy. There's a lot more that we could do. We're gonna continue to do these series, so stay tuned. If you want more information as to like how to get a hold of us, you can get a hold of us at www.thesportspod.co. And we wanna thank all of our fitness community and partners out there. I know it's a hard time right now, but we're gonna get through this together, and we'll see light at the end of the day. Move free, humans.